Yeah, so hello folks. Um, so those guys were there with me on TikTok. We've highlighted everything, and right now we are having this. So still remember, we are aiming for this high here. So any movement lower, not really interested. Plus, whatever it's been doing here, so just now understand that this might be a signature of high resistance liquidity run day, because also remember today is kind of like a bank holiday, so no real news. Okay, so you need to be patient, really patient. So it's only patience that's going to save you. If you're impatient, then you're going to be served on your ass. Okay, so this is how if you have a log up CB. It's kind of proving to be holding. Okay, still fine. But what if we really demanded this one? What if we were really demanding this and it fails to give us? Then still fine. Okay, it's fine because now whatever it's going to give us, I mean, we are really going to have to wait for 10, for maybe 10:30. Okay, so that it can confirm to us that indeed it has, this is the highest level, that this is the highest high that it can go during the AM session. So from open, so is it now going to tell us that this is now the highest high that it can really trade to? We have to wait and wait. So if it happens to trade low, we don't panic. We have to wait. Still, remember the first hour, the opening range, kind of posing to be a high resistance liquidity run condition. And right now, everyone has been buying and selling. So right now, everyone that's selling is in profit. Everyone that's buying, so if at all you bought somewhere here, still in profits. If you sold here, still in profits. So just leave them battle, okay? For you, for us, we wait for the real thing, the real move, if it's going to be there. Yeah, so don't forget to leave me a like, and if you've not subscribed, make sure you subscribe. Make sure you subscribe. So right now we've taken out this law and this one. So these two laws were relatively equal, and we're having this CB, sell side imbalance, buy side inefficiency, and right now we are trading inside it right there. So now we want to watch. So we had this one, two, three, taking out this low, relatively smooth. This CB here. We want to see how price is tackling it. So we really have to be patient. So let's look at the six sister and see what it really wants to do. So this is really nice. Let me check from the 5 minutes and the 15 minutes. So it's really leading to the downside. Actually, on the 15 minutes, this was nice. So we having this high. So drawing. So fail check out this high. NQ took out that high. Okay. So we are having that, and it's melting lower. So nice. So again, let's check US 30. YM. Again, same did the same thing, still leading, okay, to the downside. So the Dow leading, yes leading, Nasdaq lagging. So if it's really lagging, so what does that tell us? So also remember it took out this high, but for us we are really I was okay. For me, I'm really demanding for this first presented fair value gap. So my question is it really going to give it to me? And again, I've sensitized myself the fact that if it doesn't give it to me and leave us this high, then I'm going to wait for time for the next opening range. Okay. Maybe perhaps in the next 33 minutes. So I'm just going to have to wait and wait. So don't forget to give a like button, to hit the like button. So also remember that days like today, if you really can't see anything, then just forget about it. Okay. Don't force, don't pressure yourself. I mean, if you can't see anything that you really like, don't force it. Just let it go without you. So there's a level here, really holding, and also the first presented. Still fine. So let's see 950. So 950, try into that level. And just been doing that. So 950, 10 macro. Okay, nice. So what I was saying that on the 15 minutes, NQ took out this high. The Dow and ES failed to take out this high. Okay, so that's a cracking correlation. So it simply tells you that there is something fishy going on. So this year our aim is to make this channel go viral. So everyone will be tuning in here to watch our live trades. So don't be left out. So for now, have you seen us do anything? Nope. Are we are we afraid that it's going to leave, I mean go without us? Nope. We just let it do its own thing. And plus, whatever it's doing in here, we are not really interested because there is really nothing that would warrant us to maybe go short. Okay, so let's say you wanted to go short in here. So now above price, say which liquidity did you take? So you'll argue this one. Okay, nice. Then we trade below this. Okay, nice. So you saw some fair value gaps right there. Nice. You want to go short, claiming that it's 2022. Nice. So you go short. So what's your target? Is your target or where's your draw of liquidity? I don't know where it wants to be. Maybe this low or this low. Fine. Perhaps if you get in right there, it's going to hit this. What if it reverses and now draws to the upside because the buyers kind of bearish and we will need to clear any buy side liquidity, and also it's kind of giving us it's giving high resistance liquidity run condition. So still fine. If you happen to catch anything, nice. If it delivers, nice. But for us, for me, I really demand perfection for a perfect run on the upside first. Okay. So again, in here, I won't really be, I won't really panic that I'm missing out because there's really nothing in here. So unless, so if at all you can see anything, so for instance, this time frame, you can see something that really warrants you to get short, still fine. Use it to go short. But then if you can't see anything, you can't see your system, just sit on hands. It's really worth it. Just sit on hands. It's really worth it. So again, remember I said that if it trades lower, so I want to see something like high, low, higher, high, then break below with speed and distance, and it gives us certain fair value gaps in here. So if it doesn't do that, then perhaps just kind of take out this low and then run higher. So I'm just saying, I'm not saying that that's the only thing praise can do. It's all a matter of narrative. So I want to see this. If it does this, then it needs to do this. So I know that people went long in here, so demanding that level, but then it fell short of hitting that level, and then we had this. So nice. So provided you manage your position correctly and you didn't lose your account actually. Hmm. So you see that. So we keep revisiting these levels. So mostly if I'm to be on a trade, I don't want to see price doing such a thing. I mean, let's say I entered short in here. I want to see price leave it, take out liquidity. I want that it keeps on revisiting this level. So the first time, the second time, the third time. And now it's coming for this level the fourth time. That's not really good. Very slow. Yeah. Yeah, so actually no news day. Kinda like a bank holiday, so no real volume in the market. And if you can just sit on hands, then the better. Okay. So just sit on hands. I mean, it will save you from a lot. Yeah, how are you trading for how you doing? How you doing? So did you get set up? Did you get an entry? So that's it, just watching, just keep reading. So as it's doing this, so let's explain what really happened inside this level during London session. So again, those guys that were there with me on TikTok today. So I was talking about the, how do we call it? The model that the market posed from yesterday, okay? So I was saying this kind of like so if you are well conversant with the ICT models, ICT trading concepts, so you guys understand that we normally, so I still did teach about something to do with the delayed protraction model. So there's kind of a, like a delayed protraction model. So normally what I really want to see is price trade back into, so the learner session, the time that I normally tell you guys to look for is normally this one. So see what happened. So if at all you've been backtesting this and it's really helping you, then I hope you be blessed with it. So that time, so what normally happens? So what did I say about once you trade below the first presented fair value gap, as we are trading back into it, right there. So time and then price, opportunity to go short, just target this low, or maybe this other one. These are the low. So that was something. In as much as I was not present during this time, but there's something. So delayed protraction again. I really want to see price trade back into this level. Yeah, this level here. And so once you trade into it, I really want to see how price engaging it. Once, I mean, the sensitivity inside this level, that's what it's going to warrant me to either go short or wait for more information. But I also want to see it trade into this level inside time. So time comes first to me. So time and then price. So what if we trade into this level during 10:30? Then it's all going to, it's now going to make sense. So 10:30 is the next nine. 19 minutes or 18 minutes. But the question remains, what if it doesn't trade into this level? Am I going to do anything? No, I'm not going to do anything. I'll simply have to wait for the PM session maybe and see if it can give me this level. So I just want to demand perfection, because also looking at the conditions in the marketplace, I mean, not every, I mean, you can't really say that everything is really perfect. There's war going on, and if you're not really careful, can be liquidity, and I can't afford that right now. And also for you, you can't really afford to be liquidity right now. So again, we are revisiting those levels. So with this, what can you conclude? So if at all you're short, are you now confident with those shots? And also if at all you're long. So what price level is really showing you that we really want to go long, or we really want to go? I mean, if you really want to go short, then perhaps you can see certain price signatures, something like a fair value gap right there on our order block, trade below it right there. That's fine. So again, if you really want to go long, we have just been chopping. So what's really telling you that now it's time to go long? For me, I can't see. I can't really see. Can't really tell. It's kind of choppy, choppy, choppy. But then, just like we talked about on Sunday, we did say that if we take out this law, if we were to take out this law, yeah, and if we take out this law, we were to come for this. So if we come for this, we are coming for this also. Yeah. So that's how I want to see price move. That's how I want to see it move. So right now we've taken out this. So the next one I want to see is this. So if we come for this, then I want to see this one to be the next one, because it's really resisting going higher. And also remember, if we happen to take out this, so if I want to be low, I mean bullish long term, then also again I want to see. So the way we say that these levels here, once we break above it with speed and distance fair value gaps, that's the only time we are going to be bullish. But then if we just wick the way we wicked right here, so I was showing you guys with the 4H one. So right here, so we're having this high, this, so these were some relatively equal highs on the 4H. So we happened to just wick and then just started melting. Okay, so that simply tells us that doesn't doesn't want to trade higher. So what's our next liquidity level? So from this range high to this low. So we took out the high. So what's the next range? Next drop liquidity. This low here. So this is just like an internal one. And also these ones. Take them out, trade back to an area of inefficiency, and then do that. So inside this leg, we're having fair value gaps. Yeah. So we're having this first fair value gap, this one, and also this one. So if at all we are to trade higher, if at all it's going to violate all these three, then we are really going to demand now for more information. So to those guys who are short, so it's doing that. So in the next 13 minutes, we want to see what it wants to do. So again, whatever it's doing in here, we are watching. Okay. So if at all it's to go lower, also from the 5 minutes time frame, if we happen to break this low, and it gives us certain fair value gaps, then we are now not going to reconsider price trading into this level. Maybe some other time, maybe during the PM session, I don't know. But we really want to see how it's taking out this low. So remember, I was saying something like high, low, higher, high, break below. Also looking at the S&P 500, we already took out this low. So that's nice. And we are having these relatively equal highs. So remember, we failed to take out the highs on both S&P and 5 and the Dow. So now we're trading lower, and YM also doing that. So with YM, as we are taking out this low, it gave us a fair value gap right there. So now will NQ give us a fair value gap? We have to wait and demand for that. Also remember, we are watching for these levels. So we're having this upper fair value gap, and then this lower one, and also this. So now in the next 10 minutes, we really want to see if it's really going to trade into this level. So what we need to ask ourselves, is it giving us a setup? So what I'm doing here is simply just more of confirmation. So I have to wait for more confirmation. So it's still fine. If you entered short there, nice. If at all you could stomach all of this choppiness, that's good. So now we have to wait for time and see if it wants to trade into these levels again. So now we're trading lower, and We are yet to check out this law also. And now we kind of going to have more information if it can give us this fair value gap. Yeah. So as you're trading below this, you're demanding fair value gap. So is it going to give us the fair value gap? So we are yet to take out this law, but then we are coming for it. This law here. So this candle is now closing the next minute. So closing the next minute. So now we have this high low, high, break below. So this is like 2022. Yeah. So 1030, if it's going to pose continuation model to the downside, then we really need to see it trade back into the fair value gaps. And we are really going to be patient about that. So remember still, we have to take out that low as we saw on the 15 minutes chart time frame. So there's low here. And now on the 5 minutes, this candle has closed. And now we are having this fair value gap on the upside and this lower one. So right there, we take any liquidity resting below this. And now in the next 4 minutes, I want to see the next range, the next trading range. So I did say that in here, if it's going to leave, I mean, fail take out to trade into this level, then I'm not going to engage. So you guys saw me not do anything. So now, as we are taking out this low, we have a bunch of fair value gaps that it left for us right above this, so around this level and also this one. So these are a bunch of fair value gaps that we really want to see price utilize. So these are some levels of inefficiency that if at all it wants to trade higher, then we really need to watch and monitor how it's going to react to these levels. No, you're not late. So also remember on the 4H time frame, we're having this fair value gap, this CB here. So as we are taking out this law, speed and distance fair value gaps. So I want to believe that maybe later we'll be traveling into these levels somehow. But for now, this law here that we say that we want to see trade into, so this one, we are really coming for any stops resting below this level. So in the next minute, I mean seconds, we are going to have a new range. So you need to forget about whatever's happened. So the I mean, our first range was this high, and now there's low. So now our second range, if it's going to be continuation, we need to see manipulation. Yeah, that's sucker move. Maybe manipulate the upside, and then from there we look for a setup, maybe to continue lower. Or it's if it's really going to be bearish, then I mean if it's really going to be a reversal, then we really need to trade lower and take out this liquidity level, this level here, and start trading higher maybe. But then price is price. It will do what it wants to do. For us, we just follow what it's telling us. So if it tips our as it sounds that it really wants to continue lower, that's what we'll follow. If it tells us that it wants to go higher, we'll still follow that. But like I always say, continuation moves are normally the easiest ones to monitor. Yeah. So just like reversal moves are normally easy, continuation moves are normally the easiest. So remember we've taken out that low and think like a retail. So retail mindset. So if they say such moves, what are they thinking about? So we want to see how it's trading. We just want to see it trade into this fair value gap here. So these are CB. And we're demanding that it leave for us this fair value gap in form of a CB. So we are demanding that it leaves it unfilled. So is it going to do that? So also let's see what we are having on. Yes. Also, yes, trading into this lower one. So this upper one, not yet. US 30 is doing that. So we have to wait for more information. So patience. So this is one of the reasons why it's normally said that trading is boring because of you have to wait and wait and wait. So now watch this fair value gap in form of a BC. So I'm not going to mark it, but then you're just watching it. So can it hold price and push it higher into these levels? So let me see also from the 5 minutes. So remember 5 minutes, we're having these fair value gaps in here. And retail logic, if they say that we are going to trade above this, or if we happen to close above this, we're going to start going long. Still fine. We are going to wait for more information. So such things they do happen most of the time, okay? So we've been seeing them, we've been watching them ever since it started live streaming. We've been monitoring how price normally trades into these levels. So I mean, what was your narrative? Okay. Yeah, so let's watch this BC here. So it's holding. That's good. So again, in here, you have to ask yourself certain questions. Okay. So we've taken out liquidity and it's giving us fair value gaps in here. In as much as for us we are demanding this level. So what if we trade into this level here that we wanted to see left and failed? So again, that really, so we are trading into this level. So there's upper fair value gap on the 5 minutes. So ask yourself, is it going to be a continuation or a reversal? So I can say this level, we're trading into this level and it's kind of sensitive. So let's wait. So if you are really bullish, then this one should act as a bullish order block. and we should not break below it. So if we break below it, this BC here going to become an IVG. So is it going to leave this unfilled? The fact that we've trained to this lower one, so this is perfect. Yeah. So what next? So how do you normally confirm if it's really going to be bearish or if it's really going to be bullish? So the only way to confirm is to stay patient. Okay. So look at what price is doing, look at what levels it's leaving, look at what it's respecting, and also look at what it's not respecting. So these are the ones who are leading. So let's see the 5 minutes time frame. So that's enough to tell the retail mind. I mean, that's enough for. I mean, the way others normally trade. Once he trade above it, so they want to go long. For us, we are demanding for more information, and I can see this level is proving to hold. So we have to wait. So can it is it going to stretch into this level? So if it happens to stretch into this level, then just the lower quadrant. So that's why I've written, have highlighted here, left unfilled. So it's like a question mark. It's like a question. So I'm looking at the bodies. I'm looking at the bodies. Yes, I understand the wicks can do the damage, but I'm interested in the bodies. So again, the third body, I mean, one, two, three, four, five, six. So the bodies are staying below. So so again, it's normally not wise to copy what I'm doing. So I normally say this is not a financial advice. Yeah. So you have to do what you really understand and don't just copy someone's trades for the sake of it. So I want to see if I have a lookup form in here. I don't want to see us revisit this level again because the fact that we left this unfilled, that's all that matters to me. So if we happen to break below this low, I'm scaling my stop loss to break even. So it's given me a fair value gap right there. So most of the time, I don't want to see it spend too much time inside this fair value gap. Yeah, I want to see it, leave it. And also remember this BC here that I told you guys to watch for. This one here. I also want to see how it's reacting to it. So I shouldn't be spending too much time in here. So it's kind of spending too much time in here. So let's wait and see this next candle. So if this candle is going to close above this CB here, then Yeah, so I don't like it. So now again, I have to wait for more information because the information that I'm having at first, it's not really doing that. Okay, now after me getting out, now it wants to move. So let me wait for 10:50. I don't want to do anything. I want to wait for 10:50. Okay, so it's now doing that. So remember, I still have this BC here. So let me check the 5 minutes. So this upper favor gap is holding. So 10:50 right now, right there. Okay. So now I want to believe that we are done with that level. So now can it take out this low? And how is it going to take out this low? Is it going to take it out with speed, or we are just going to weak? We have to wait and see. So it's like against revisiting these levels because we still failed to take out this low. Ten 50. So there's too much, and if I'm taken out, then that will be it for me today. So it's like it doesn't want to trade lower, and if we happen to close above this level, then kinda we really need to trade into this level. Yeah, so So if we trade higher, so it has taken me out. So if you're trading higher, that simply means that it doesn't want to continue low. So it's kind of reversing to the upside. Yeah. So that was really tough. So imagine we've been waiting for this. It has confirmed to us that it's going to leave this unfilled. We trade into this lower one and fail take out this low. So these are swing, failure swing, and now we are pushing higher into this level and also taking out this high. Yeah, so we really wanted to see continuation to the downside. We wanted to see to use this as a breakaway gap and wanted to see price trade into this low. So price trade into this left this unfilled, and we were trying to see if it can break below this, but then it failed. So now that we are breaking above this high and we are trading into this level, so what does that tell us? So our idea is kind of flawed, and it really doesn't want to do what you wanted to see it do. And on the 5 minutes, we are having that. So I feel like the next target now could be this upper level. So now we are having this low, high, higher low, break above. Okay. So now we are pushing higher. So now, mm, 1050 failed take out this loss, so that's a swing. So that simply tells us that it doesn't want to continue lower. So what happens? We trade high again, stops us out, and now this level here. So that's our yesterday's first presented fair value gap.